Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire, and today I have a very special video for you about some really obscure Game Boy Advance stuff. I thought it would make for a really fun, quick little video, and I figured why not do it? You guys might enjoy it, and I definitely will get a kick out of it. So the other week, I put up a video about playing your GameCube in HD, and it was all about the Eon GameCube HD adapter. It's the one that comes in that cute little box, costs like 150 bucks, which is super expensive, but overall I do feel like it's worth it. And in that video, I touched on the GameBoy Player, which is an accessory that snaps onto the bottom of your GameCube and lets you play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. Now, your GameBoy Player will let you play all of the games in these libraries, except for a few specific ones for the Game Boy Advance, which are basically these very weird, unique cartridges made by Nintendo. They are first party, and on them there are several episodes of the TV show of Pokemon. Like, episodes of that show are on these cartridges. So basically you could snap these into your Game Boy Advance and then watch them like on the go. You know, if you're on a road trip with your parents and you're like 6, well, you could watch the first episode of Pokemon if you wanted to. And these cartridges specifically say when you boot them up, and I think it even says on the cartridge, not compatible with the Game Boy Player. And so I was at a retro gaming convention the other week and I actually saw 3 of these cartridges with these Pokemon videos on them for sale, and they're the originals. I thought they were really cool, they're really unique, and they were super cheap, so I picked up all 3. And I was like, I wonder if I can actually get these cartridges to play using the Game Boy Player, using the GBI Game Boy Interface. I don't know if anybody has tried this, but I have a hunch that it would probably work. So these cartridges are supposed to not work whatsoever if you boot them up using the actual Game Boy Player, the actual disc, the actual everything. So first of all, let's try booting it up with that, and then we're gonna boot it up with the Game Boy Interface and see if I can actually get it to work. Okay, so first off, I'm going to show you what happens and what it looks like usually when you just boot up the regular Game Boy Player. This is going through the Eon HD adapter, but this is the regular Game Boy Player with the boot up disc. And this is a regular game, Zelda the Minish Cap. Let me actually, how do I change the background? I'm not into this background. So there you go, that's what it looks like. You can see it works. So now I'm going to see what happens when I put in one of these special Pokemon cartridges. And I can actually do this really easily using the Change Game Pack feature. Yes. Change Game Packs. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it seems to have booted up. Game Boy Player not compatible, yeah. That's what it says on the Game Boy Advance. So, am I just locked on this screen now? I think I'm probably just locked on this screen. That's the feeling I have. Options. None. Yeah, it will not let me go past this screen. And so the reason for this, by the way, guys, is because Nintendo wanted to make sure that people weren't going to do what I'm doing right now, which is essentially hook up a capture card and then capture the footage so they could theoretically pirate these episodes of Pokemon. Even though they're the most compressed, garbage-looking videos I have ever seen. Like, they make 240p look like 4K. Like, they are so compressed. But they were super afraid that people were going to rip these from the cartridges, which is why they made it not compatible with the Game Boy Player. So I'm going to turn this off, I'm going to boot up the Game Boy Interface and see if it will let me do it with that. Will you work? It's not going to work, is it? Oh shit! It won't let it work! Really? I thought that the Game Boy Interface would be enough to make this work. Let me try some of the... I have a feeling that this won't work at all. Let me try some of the other Game Boy Interface versions to see if it will work, but holy fuck. I was not expecting that. I totally thought this would work. Yeah, guys, that's actually super interesting. I cannot get this to work. So I guess there is something coded into either the Game Boy Player or the cartridge or both that literally, when the two are together, just shuts it down and will not let it work whatsoever. That's actually super interesting, because I thought it was just the software on the boot up disc that would know. But no, it's the entire thing. They really did not want people to steal this super low quality Pokemon video. Yeah, guys, so I guess if I want to pirate these episodes of Pokemon, because that's totally what I was trying to do, I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. If you really want to get that authentic Game Boy Player feel, by the way, you can always just look it up on YouTube, but obviously 480p is too high quality, so you're going to have to scale that down to 144p, which that is still a little bit too high quality. So you're going to want to go into full screen, and then you're going to want to back as far away from your TV as you can possibly go. And there you go. You get the Game Boy Player experience, kind of.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. My real test, I don't know the words.
I gotta stop it there before I get copyrighted like Smosh. So yeah, guys, in the end, I guess I really didn't give Nintendo enough credit. They really made it impossible to play those cartridges using the Game Boy Player. I thought I could cheat it, but in the end, I guess I gotta stick to actually watching it on the Game Boy Advance, which... That's not gonna happen. Like, it's just not gonna happen, bro. I will say, actually, it was really cool the first time I popped one of those cartridges into my Game Boy Advance, and I did watch the entirety of the first episode of Pokemon, which I think I saw once when I was like 8. So it had been a long time, and I had a smile on my face the entire time, I can't lie. But one of the reasons why those cartridges aren't particularly popular is because they only have a couple episodes on each one, and after you've seen the episode like once or twice, you're not gonna want to watch it again. So it really is like a throwaway purchase. It's like even worse than buying the DVD set in that there's even less on it, or the Blu-ray set. There's even less on these cartridges. So it's pretty cool that they exist. It's also pretty cool that Nintendo really thought that much about it and really prevented it from working whatsoever with the Game Boy Player accessory. I'm actually really curious on if these things would work with the Wide Boy 64, the unreleased peripheral for the N64. I don't think anybody has ever tested that. If somebody has, I'd love to see it. I'd love to know. Would it display the not compatible thing? Because it's not the Game Boy Player. I don't know. But yeah, guys, this was just a fun, hopefully quick little video showing off these useless cartridges that I bought. I really thought it would work, but in the end it didn't. If there is a way to make it work and you know of it, let me know down in the comments below. But I get the feeling that there's really no way to make these work unless you're just playing them on the actual Game Boy Advance, which is kind of funny, kind of a bummer, but also, to Nintendo's credit, kind of a good thing on their part, I guess. I mean, they were really afraid people were going to rip off that super low quality video, and they managed to make sure that it never will happen, I guess. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked this quick, unusual video for me, and I hope you got a kick out of it. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire, and today I have a video for you all about playing your GameCube in HD. So I've done videos like this in the past. I've covered this. And specifically for this video, we'll be using a screen from a Game Boy Advance SP model AGS 101. And the reason for that is because that is the